So hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Soji Gray and welcome back to the channel. It's the month of August. I welcome you guys to August, and guess what? I'll be sharing with you 5 amazing Android apps that you can install on your Android devices in this month. So if that is something you're gonna find helpful, make sure to like this video and let's jump right in. So the first app on our list is Noise. Noise is a very interesting app. Fun fact, I'm someone who loves to sleep more when it's raining. So anytime it's raining, I enjoy my sleep and I tend to sleep more. But sometimes we don't always have rain falling here. So what I do is that I connect my smartphone to a Bluetooth speaker and I play some rain sounds. Now, I used to use, what's it called, Google Assistant. I would tell Google Assistant to play rain sounds and it does that. But sometimes I wanted to have a bit of thunder and some tweaks in how the sound comes out, right? I did not get that with Google Assistant, but fortunately I've been able to find a very interesting app called Noise, and it has rain sounds, thunder sounds, and even more. And the good thing about it is that you can actually play any sound at the same time. So for example, if I want to play rain sound and I want to play thunder sounds, I can play both at the same time. So it's going to be like different audio channels playing at the same time, and I can save that as a preset so that anytime I want to have the same thing, I don't have to recreate it. I just have it as a preset so I can just run it easily. Now, Noise has other presets. One of my favorites is Coffee Shop. I find it very helpful because sometimes if I'm alone and I'm trying to read, I can just fall asleep, I can doze off. So playing sounds like Coffee Shop, which makes me feel as if I'm in a restaurant and people are talking around me, keeps me up and I can do whatever I want to do. So if it's reading I want to read, I can absolutely read with no problem at all. So I really love the Noise app, and it has a lot of really nice features like you can set a sleep timer. So if you want to sleep, you want to play the rain sounds for maybe 2 hours to 3 hours, and maybe around that time you're expected to fall asleep, you can set a timer and then it's just going to end there. Also, if you're about waking up and you want a particular sound to play, it is going to do exactly that for you. Aside that, I mean, this app is super clean. It has dark mode and light mode, so you can actually choose whichever you prefer. And I really love the fact that this app has no ads and it is free for what it offers. It's an amazing app. Now, to get Noise, you have to install it through F-Droid. F-Droid is an alternative app store, and I'm going to leave links down in the description so that you can check it out to download. The second app on our list is Hurry. Hurry is a countdown timer app and has a lot of useful features that I would want to talk about. Now, the first one is the fact that you can actually have different widgets that tell you about your upcoming event. So for example, my mom's birthday is somewhere in December. So if I do want to have that as a countdown event, I can have that as a widget on my home screen so that anytime I see it, it reminds me. And you can use this app for a lot of different instances. You can actually have a lot of different events or countdown events running in the app at the same time, and it has a very nice user interface. You have all these amazing gradients to label each event, and you can also have widgets, and these widgets are very responsive, so no matter the layout you have them in, it's going to represent all the information you want. And the widgets come in different types. So if you want a standard black and white widget, or you want a gradient widget, or you want a white widget, or you want a transparent widget, I mean, it has everything. Now, this app has a paid version, but for the free version, I feel it does everything I actually need, and I don't need to go for the paid version. But if you do want to get the paid version, you can absolutely do that. Now, this is a very good app, and I don't think I can ever get enough of this app. As you can see, I already have notifications for the birthday of my best friend and my mom. So, I mean, this is something I'm going to really get used to. The third app on our list is Must. Must is a social media app for movie lovers, and it allows us to bookmark movies or series we want to watch, or movies and series we've already watched. Now, if I bookmark a movie or a series I've watched previously, I can give a comment on it. I can share my experience. I can rate it so that when someone wants to actually watch that movie, the person can read my review and then decide on whether to watch it or not. So that's how it works. And I mean, this app is very interesting. It allows you to get more insight into maybe the characters in the particular series or movie you're watching, and the director, and some details about the movie. And you can even watch the trailer of the movie in this app. This app is very clean and minimal, and it is not a confusing app at all. Like, it's very intuitive, it's very straightforward. And another thing I do like about the app is that when you go into the insights section, it tells you how many hours you've actually spent watching all the movies or the series you've watched. And it's crazy. Like, it's telling me here that I've spent 11 hours on watching movies and 146.1 hours on watching series. So that's like crazy statistics, and I've not even imputed like all the series I've watched and all the movies I've watched. Even though it's scary, I know I didn't watch it all at once. It was in bits after I did something productive. So I mean, I still feel good about watching those movies and series. I mean, this app is a great app. You can also keep track of what your friends are watching and the ratings they are given, the movies they are watching, or the series they are watching. So Must is an interesting app, and if you're a movie or series lover, I think this is something you should definitely consider downloading. The fourth app on our list is Know Your Drugs. Know Your Drugs is a medical app, but I really love this app because it kind of lists all the fake drugs on the market. So it lists it and it gives you more details about it if you click it. And I think this is a very cool app. It also educates us about all the substances, the various substances used in making all the medical drugs around us. And it tells us that, you know, combining certain drugs can be very dangerous, which I think is a very important thing to note. So with this app, you can actually check for a particular substance and check for how it reacts with other substances to see whether it's good for you or not. And I think this is a very important app. Also, the app has the emergency menu that takes you through certain things to do when someone is going through a particular problem, right? That is drug related. So if someone is going through a bad trip, breathing arrest, heat stroke, or even a seizure, they have certain things you can do before calling the ambulance. And I think this is a very important app that is meant for people who are recovering from drug addiction or substance abuse. If you do have a relative, a friend who needs help, this is an app that could help you save your friend or family member's life, and I do recommend it. It's going to be linked down in the description if you do want to download it. Now, the fifth and final app is an app that's going to be very interesting to most guys and girls, and it's called Perfumers. Now, this is an app that gives educational information on perfumes and fragrances, and I must say this is an interesting app. If you're someone who some way somehow uses colognes, I think this is an app you're going to find very helpful. So if you open the app, you can actually search for the perfumes you use or want to use, and it gives you all the details, right? So it can tell you the top notes, the hat notes, the base notes. For example, I admire Creed Aventus. So for the top notes, it has apple, bergamot, black currants, and pineapple. For the hat notes, it has jasmine, patchouli, rose, and birch. And for the base notes, it has musk, oak moss, vanilla, and ambergris. And it gives you a brief description and then some reviews of what people think about this particular perfume. Now, just like Must, which is an app for movie lovers, I think this is an app for people who love fragrances. So you also have a community where people share the perfumes they've used and their experiences with it. I think this is a very interesting app, and if you're someone who loves to smell good, also wants to know more about how you smell good, I think this is an app you should consider. And we've come to the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching this video. I go by the name Soji Gray. If you're new here and you appreciate what I do, the content I put out there, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon as well, and leave a like on this video so that the algorithm is going to work in our favor. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay blessed.